Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. Incredibly slow movement over the last few days here. Also today, just corrective price action. You can clearly see so far this is only a three-wave move to the upside. As long as it stays a three-wave move, there is a higher risk that it tops somewhere in this area. It could just be a very short E wave of our triangle that we've been discussing in the previous videos earlier today. But all the other comments remain valid, right? I mean, again, the current view is that this is just an Elliott wave triangle. Let me take the subwaves out. They might confuse you. But the idea is that this is an Elliott wave triangle, A, B, C, D, E. Yes, other interpretations are possible, but certainly there is no direct breakout setup to the upside. It could take us a little higher though, in a higher B wave. That would then not be a triangle pattern. So with triangles, I'm talking about an Elliott wave triangle that is not necessarily the same as, let's say, a typical triangle that you would see. It doesn't really look very clearly like a triangle, but it's a range movement where you're making higher highs, higher lows and lower highs. And yeah, that sort of counts as a contracting triangle, even though it's not a very clear one. I mean, if you can see, it's actually quite a wide triangle. In theory, this could carry on for a bit, right? Yeah, until it really gets into the apex, but ideally it doesn't, and ideally we get here to a conclusion quite shortly. The idea is obviously that we had this triangle, and yeah, I mean, this could be an E wave now. I've got a similar count on the Bitcoin chart, a similar count on the ETH chart, three waves up off the low. And what would be an ideal target for that E wave? Well, we can take the length of the C wave and we compare that to the length of the E wave. And there are two targets that you normally consider for an E wave. The first one is the 38.2 fib extension that is here at 39.6 cents. We basically reached that already today, but that is really the very first one, and it wasn't even touched. So at the moment, I would normally like to see a little bit of a higher E wave. Yeah. Next target would be 40.5 cents. That's a 61.8 extension. But I can tell you that in an Elliott wave triangle, those targets are more like levels to watch and not necessarily like the most reliable price levels that the price definitely has to reach or something. There isn't really a minimum length for an E wave. They can be very short, and when a triangle eventually breaks, and in this case the expectation, at least as long as we stay below 42 cents, because that's sort of the invalidation point of the triangle. As long as we stay below that 42 cent level, the expectation would be for it to break down. And if it happens, then it should be a very swift move. Yeah, that is typically what you expect after a triangle break. It happens very quickly. And what are sort of the levels that need to be broken? Well, again, for the upside, it's a 42 cent level breakout. That would invalidate the triangle. We would then have a different count, not necessarily directly bullish, but more still corrective due to the structure here. A move to the downside is what we would expect based on this count. And a first indication it's breaking down, there would be a move below 38 cents and a confirmation below 37.8. So first indication below 38 cents and confirmation below 37.8 cents. And then the idea is to find support in this C wave somewhere here in the yellow support area, and ideally we are holding 33.3 cents. That's the 78.6 fib retracement. What happens if we go above 42 cents? Well, again, it would just simply be a higher B wave, still be part of the overall same scenario of an A, B, C structure. It's just that the B wave would then be a bit stronger. There are different counts how this can play out. Just be aware of the key levels, invalidation points, and if we break above 42 cents, we will have support at 43, 44.4, 45.3 and 46.3. That's the wave 1 high, which occurred on the 15th of April. So quite a relevant resistance level, but overall nothing has changed to previous videos. Still looks like a triangle to me. I know it doesn't necessarily have the right look, but it's okay for a triangle, and as long as it's just doing, lower highs and higher lows, I'm going to continue with my triangle count, which is basically complete now. So it's a full triangle. Doesn't mean it needs to break down immediately, but it means we now need to start to watch, yeah, because this is the first time that I'm counting ABCDE as complete or nearly complete. So we need to be watching. Can always extend as long as the triangle isn't broken, but this is now the time where we need to be watching, especially given tomorrow's Fed interest rate decision, which could be a catalyst for a breakout. All right, that's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.